Hello everybody, it is me Nosy, and I am back yet again for another review. Yes indeed, I am back for another review, and today it is a Transformers review. Yes indeed, I am back yet again for another review. A Transformers review, and it has been a while since I've done a review on a Transformer. I think the last review you saw from me would have been roughly about a month ago. Anyway, so moving swiftly on, I'm not going to bore you with those minor details. Obviously, you know the gist. The reason why reviews have been quite slack is because, well, I have been quite busy, really. I've had, work commitments mainly. I will progress and I will move on to today's review. As you can see by the title page, my friends, I am reviewing today the 30th anniversary Generations Whirl.
I got a guilty secret to tell before my head explodes. A burden I never wanted.
This is his helicopter mode. This is absolutely awesome, this helicopter mode. Yes, he does come with all these like weapons. He has like rocket launchers, he has all these different weapons. There's a big massive like grappling machine gun right on the front there. He is just a menacing bot for an Autobot, obviously, because if you remember, like reading like Last Stand of the Wreckers and that, and all like the stuff where Whirl was in the some of the current stuff, Whirl was a bit of a bastard. I'm not going to go into it in specifics because I know quite a lot of people aren't really up to date on a lot of the comics, so I won't spoil what actually happens. But all I'm going to say is, in like Last Stand of the Wreckers, I believe, and the series that Whirl was in this specific mode, he was a bit of a bastard, that's all I'm going to say. Absolutely stunning alt mode, I just absolutely love it. I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, I think what this is trying to be, I don't know if it's meant to be kind of meant to be like a Tomahawk, is it? A Tomahawk military aircraft? It's just where I'm getting that from is that the cockpit's quite thin. And usually I think it's a Tomahawk that has a kind of a thin cockpit at the front. I could be wrong. I'm not really much of an expert on that kind of thing, but really, really cool. But there's nothing really going for it in this mode except that the rotors work. So let's get him out of this mode and get him into his secondary mode. It's got essentially, he has what you would call 3 modes. He has this mode, which is his alt mode. He has like an in-between mode, which is kind of like, he kind of looks like a mecha unit. So this is the in-between mode to a point. I think it's supposed to like kind of like stand kind of like that. This kind of like he's like down like that. That's kind of like the third mode. It's like a battle mode. Personally, I don't really see the point of it. I know essentially they're trying to make him out to be a triple changer in a way. So it's not bad. I mean, it kind of reminds me out of the weird robot thing out of RoboCop. I've forgotten what they call it, but that really big thing, it kind of like stands on its hind legs, and it's like, that kind of reminds me of this. That is the third mode, so not really that great. I mean, obviously you've got the movability of the legs. That's the only bit you've got. So let's move on and do the robot mode, shall we? Here he is in his robot mode. So this is Whirl in his robot mode. Really fucking love his robot mode. It's really strange. Is that it's got like a I like what I like about him is, I really like the way it's kind of like a mix of bots. It's kind of like a Shockwave, like a mix of Shockwave. That is essentially, you could say, is that the Autobot version of Shockwave in the way he looks. But obviously, just the way that they've designed him. Really cool head. Hopefully you can see that. It's just like a basic head with like a antenna on the side that does actually move, which is cool. But it's just got the single eye, which is really cool. Unfortunately, there's no light piping. That would have been cool if there was like a bit at the back here, you know, so you could actually get the light through. That would have been cool. Articulation on him, very good. 360 up and down. It's got a really good 360 swivel in the forearm, as well as a good double ball joint, or double joint up and down. Legs has 360 swivel of the thigh, also in and out. It also has movement, but it goes opposite direction on this guy, not the back. It goes forward bend, not back bend. An interesting feet, but the feet don't really move, they just kind of go up and down, which is really interesting, but I've no idea if I've got the feet right. I know some people might say you've not got the feet right, but I really don't understand of how you actually set these feet up. It's kind of quite a confusing way of doing it, but yeah, so this is him in this mode. As you can see, he has 2 claw arms, and obviously there's a peg underneath, and I put his minigun there, which is kind of like you could do if you wanted. But also what you can do, this basically, you put this bit on and it kind of like covers the arm, and it kind of becomes kind of like another weapon, but it actually just covers over his one of his claw arms. So yeah, so that's basically him. Really good articulation, pretty good displayability, but the thing is, it's a bit fiddly with the feet. That's the only criticism, is that the feet are kind of weird to the point where it's getting them in a proper position so it doesn't topple over. But really good bit of articulation in him. Just generally a really interesting bot, and he's very, very unique. I don't think I've seen another bot kind of quite like him, really. He's very unique. And he kind of sits well together as well. His backpack compartment really compacts nicely as well, and it's not obscene. He's very, very plush, if you know what I mean. He's not like, you know, out there kind of thing. Very cool figure. And also, I'd just like to point out, he comes with a sticker sheet. So all these Autobot logos and different stickers, I actually had to apply myself, and I've only applied a couple. I've applied the big Autobot insignia on the chest, and I've also done it on the arm here. And there's a couple of like warning signs and things like that you can put on. So yeah, very cool little figure. Very cool figure. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll be back very soon with more reviews. So like always, please remember to like, subscribe, comment for more future stuff from myself. And again, thank you for watching. Bye bye.